So now that I have my heat press, this will be my first time using the Welbest heat press. I started with some new vinyl material from Heat Transfer Warehouse. It is the Siser Strip Flock Pro material. It's supposed to have this fuzzy feel to it. I thought it would be more like a leathery feel, but it turns out it's very fuzzy and it can attract lint. So I'm not so sure about this material, but anyway, we're using the Siser Strip Flock Pro material in white for the first heat press project. So now we're cutting it with my Cricut Explore Air 2. I think it came out very well. The lines were clean. It just didn't weed like regular vinyl. It kept breaking off. But other than that, it was pretty easy to weed and to remove the excess materials. As you can see, it just kept breaking off, so you couldn't really pull everything with one go, but the end result was good. So now I am turning it on, setting the temperature to, I think, 320 degrees Fahrenheit, or maybe 310. The way you set the temperature, you just have to click one at a time to get to the number, and then you set the timer. This heated up pretty quickly. I'd say like 3 minutes. It heated up to 310 Fahrenheit. I don't have a thermal gun or anything to test the temperature, but I trusted that it was correct. So the first thing I did was to do a test on an old sweatshirt with the material. I preheated it by pressing the material in the heat press for a few seconds, maybe like 4 or 5 seconds. You have to hold the handle on the bottom to really open it without it sliding around. But I do love the drawer. It makes me feel safer. I won't get my hand burned or anything moving stuff around. I got these t-shirt rulers on Amazon, hopefully to make sure it lines up in the center and pretty straight. The vinyl. Then I also bought that Teflon sheet on Amazon to go between the heat press and the shirt and the vinyl. That took 15 seconds as was suggested. Took it out. And you're supposed to peel warm. Or maybe it's peel cold. Guys, look up the instructions for each type of material to make sure you do it as suggested and you get the right results. And I wanted to just heat it a little bit more after I took the carrier off. Just a few seconds, 2 or 3 seconds. And I think it turned out really nice. As you can see, it looks like it pressed perfectly. It's very clean and it's not shiny. I do like that about the material, that it's not a shiny material. Now this is the product that I'm making for a customer. So I'm going to do the same process with this one. Preheated it for a few seconds. And I used a t-shirt ruler to make sure everything was centered and straight. Now be careful. You can't press down too hard on the drawer, a slide out drawer, or else things will move around. Don't want that. So this heat press is actually 12 by 15. So the vinyl area went all the way almost to the edges. So you press down and then you have to hit the start button to start the timer. Then it will beep. As you can see, it's a little wobbly, but the price was good, so not complaining. Peel cool. It doesn't slide right off, but it also doesn't lift up the material when you pull off. And I really like the white against the black. And again here, I'm just pressing it after I take the carrier off just for a few seconds. Get that final seal. I love the cleanness of that white on the black. As you can see it, you can hear it. It's very matte, very kind of fuzzy feel to it. See here, it looks great on, and that's it.